Judge Peabody.
Morning, Mrs. Roy.
Yes.
You wanted me to stop by?
Oh, yes, I really did. Yes. Judge Peabody, there's a question that is just driving me wild. And you are the only man who can really answer it for me.
Oh, come in.
Cliff, you got a second?
Oh, Joe, yeah, come on in. What's up?
Tell me, have you heard anything about this incident with Palmer this morning?
No, I've been in OR all morning. What happened?
Well, I got a call about an hour ago from the records clerk. He said that Palmer had forced his way into the file room. Palmer told him that as a member of the board, he had a right to go through patients' records.
Well, I hope the clerk stopped him.
He tried to. And then Palmer told him that he had my permission, and he proceeded to go through the files.
Well, what's he after?
I don't know, his own records, supposedly. I went down there and I found him, and I asked him what he thought he was doing there. And then he immediately shut the drawer and said that he found what he was looking for, and then he took off without another word.
Oh, boy. Can't say I'm that surprised. His arrogance always amazes me, though.
Tell me, has he asked you for any information or evinced interest in any particular case?
Oh, to tell you the truth, Joe, Palmer Corlin barely even talks to me.
Well, regardless of what he was looking for, I certainly can't permit this sort of thing to go on. I'll have to report it to the other members of the board.
I never deceived your father. Why would you say such a thing? Because it's true. Why would you want to assume that I am wrong? Cynthia, I am assuming nothing. I talked to my brother. Ross told me that he couldn't possibly be Andrew's father. Time will prove me right. Time will prove the truth, that you're lying and you're using your son as a lure. A lure. What they use to catch fish. Big fish like my father. I have never heard anything so cynical. Cynthia, I've never seen such righteous indignation. I'm impressed. I can't believe I let myself get drawn into this conversation. If you'll excuse me, I need a breath of fresh air. Hello?
Hello? Who's this?
This is Nina Cortland. Who's this?
Oh, hi, Nina. This is Andrew. Is my mother in?
No, she just left.
Nina.
Zach.
Can I help?
What do you want now?
Don't look so testy, Joanna. You'll be glad I dropped by.
I'll be glad when I never see you again.
I have some amazing news about Adam.
He's turned up.
Not exactly, but I happen to know his whereabouts generally. He's been kidnapped. That's why he didn't show up at Erica's wedding.
How do you know this? Have you received a ransom note?
No, I didn't, but Erica did. She called me up last night in a panic. Now, my job is to raise up all the money.
How much?
$2 million. I'm on my way to the bank now.
This is ridiculous. Adam's been kidnapped by whom?
I have no idea.
Wait just 1 minute, Phillip. Who else besides me even knows that Adam is alive and here in this area but you?
Don't look at me.
I think it's just perfect, Phillip. It is what you do. You'd kidnap Adam, then you'd collect the money yourself and kill him. That's very clever of you, Phillip.
And why would I tell you?
Because you want something from me, and then you plan to kill me, too.
Don't be so suspicious, will you, Joanna? I just came here to share a good story with you.
Some story. Adam's in the hands of kidnappers. Gagged, bound, locked in a closet. And why would Erica want to pay $2 million to get him free? She'd let the kidnappers do him in.
They still might.
That's a nice thought. But what about you, Phillip?
What about me?
I don't see you being so anxious. I can't understand your wanting to set Adam free after the way he's treated you.
You can't understand. I work for Erica now. As long as she holds the purse strings to the empire, I'll be the perfect employee. Bye, Joanna.
Some coffee, Judge Peabody?
No, thank you, nothing. I don't wish to appear abrupt, but I have to be in the court chambers very shortly.
Oh, well, I certainly won't hold you. As a matter of fact, I wouldn't have even asked you to stop by, except that this question is just spinning and spinning around my head.
Is it a legal question?
Yes, it is. Well, you're probably going to think I'm very silly, but literally this question is just keeping me awake at night.
What is it?
Well, it's not a question about a real circumstance or a real event.
It's just a hypothetical question.
Exactly, yes. You see, I'm reading a novel.
A novel?
Yes, but it's quite apropos. You see, the heroine has a little bit in common with me, you know, up to a point. In any case, she's married, and then her husband has an accident, and he's killed, and then she remarries, and then her first husband comes back again. And then, well, isn't this a gripping plot?
Gripping, yes. What is the question?
Well, I couldn't help but wonder, what would happen if Adam weren't really dead, and he came back?
These things only happen in novels. It's very rare in real life.
Oh, yes, I know. But what would happen if Adam came back?
And it's quite simple. If Adam were still alive, you'd still be married to him.
But what about Mike?
The law is perfectly clear. Your marriage to Mike would be invalid.
Coffee and an English.
Thank you.
Sure.
So, since they're going to get the blood test, I mean, everything will be fine. Why don't we just plan on going to the game?
No, I'd rather not.
You don't want to go?
That's not the point, okay?
I know, you don't like football.
Is that the right time on that clock?
I think so, about. Oh, I know what it is. You would rather go to some fancy kind of thing like fencing or something, right?
What about fencing?
Andrew, this is very flattering of you. I love you hanging on my every word this way. Come on.
Excuse me. I gotta go to the library, do some work, okay? Later.
Hi.
Liza, I am so glad you made it.
No problem. What is it?
I am just dying of curiosity, and you're just the person to help me.
Well, I'll try.
Did Nina come down to the station last night?
Mm-hmm.
And she and Cliff had some kind of great big fight, right?
Right.
So what was it about?
I believe that they disagreed about the subject of an upcoming show.
Oh, come on, Liza. Nina is not going to disagree about some subject of some show.
Well, then ask her about it.
Oh, come on. I mean, it's got to be more than that. Liza, I thought we were in this together.
I cannot help you.
You think they were arguing about you?
About me? No, I wasn't involved in this. I was standing outside the building when Nina just came boiling by.
Liza, I'll tell you, there is something very, very wrong. Last night, they didn't even spend the night in the same room. I mean, she's walking around as if everything's just fine and dandy. But this morning when I went downstairs, the telltale blanket and pillow were on the couch.
Well, I'm just sorry that they're having so many problems.
Sorry? You lie like a rug.
Well, I am sorry for Cliff. Nina doesn't give him any support at all.
What kind of support you would give him?
I would, if I had the chance.
Hang in there, Liza. I'm doing everything I can to help you.